You know what I don't get? It's how it's treated lately.
Oh yeah.
Like you have young people who what's this? Who are in the
Who are
initiation to be,
practicing.
and I think they're just
It's like
taking
a
it
trend.
officially.
It's a trend. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, kids are doing it like it's a trend, and I think that's what takes the seriousness out of it. Kids, like nowadays, people just go out and seeking things. You know, there was once a story I told you about a family that had their kids having young kids.
Oh yeah.
There's also a kid that's practicing Sangoma in that same family. And obviously,
okay.
and obviously, if you wanna go into the initiations of this Sangoma thing, you drop out of school, so you can't mix the two. So imagine if we have kids.
What happens? Why can't you go to school? Because what?
You're gonna have your things in school there, and apparently, if like when you are now in the process of initiating to be a Sangoma, you can't wear shoes. You have to have that bile on your head.
Oh yeah.
Is it a bile? I don't know what it is, but then something like that on the back of your head. You have to dye your hair red and stuff like that. So
with
that
clay, right? Is it
with
clay?
clay, yeah, with clay. So with that, with school, I don't think it goes
hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. But then kids shouldn't be allowed to
Exactly.
It should have some sort of an age restriction or something like that. But then hey, it's crazy. It's crazy because it's lying. It's how maybe one of your dead relatives wants to come back. More like incarnation. Then there's two people living in one body. Sometimes the dead person might just up and talk. You know, the ones
how does that happen? Because even religiously, like we see it at church, like the demon and the people who are possessed talking, and I'm like, how does that happen? Like, how does that happen? Another person in you wants to speak. That's crazy to me, but
it's really crazy. But then I guess it's natural powers. I believe in natural powers. You know, I believe in natural powers for real, like super. I was on the verge of being crazy naturally.
Oh yeah.
So if that is, but it is funny. Like it is funny how a person can go from.
It's not funny.
It is.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it is. It is funny from like a person can go from being sane right now to insane naturally. It's natural powers. I believe so much in natural powers. What I don't believe in is
using those powers
for bad purposes or old ancestors who wants to come back through kids.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's the case. If kids are sick, they should be taken to the doctors or even someone who can consult. But then to now say you are sick because you have ancestral calling, because that's how they determine it. If maybe you're starting to get sick, you're not well, your things aren't going, and all of that, that could be the sign of a person having an ancestral calling. But then kids shouldn't be involved in that. Kids shouldn't be involved.
That's crazy, hey?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But don't you feel like these days when people look at like sangomas and stuff, they look at this profession. Okay, let me put it this way. Do you feel like this profession lately is used for witchcraft mostly? Yeah. Because on what was trending the other day, remember?
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Like Sangoma saying that she lawyers side chicks coming after her man. So is that witchcraft? Is that Sangoma using their powers to do bad? Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know.
Well, what I know is there are some almost practicing witchcraft. So
I wonder this thing. Apparently, it also has it's different types. You can have a different type of gift depending on how you were initiated and what you chose and what your calling was and what your gift is. Apparently,
exactly like that. So if you are using it for witchcraft simply because your ancestor or somebody who possessed you was a witch, you're not doing bad.
So what happens if you say no? I don't want this calling. But you're gonna remain sick?
I think you get to the point of dying.
We all die. We all die. Like I'd rather go early.
But then, I think you get sick and it gets to that point of passing.
We all passing at the end of the day.
But then nobody wants to die. Everybody's scared of dying.
But it's crazy how we all believe in different things. Just like